And welcome back. As you can see, I have 2 joins left. We're at 98% repeats. I could jack it way up and try to get new things, but even if we use all our coins, we'll get like only 50%. I should probably go. We got some cute things like some king here, like cliff or something like that. Some weird statues, some things I don't really understand myself. I can't go to the second floor of this. So, activate teleportation. Where did she go? So she's here with us, but I don't see her. I had like one of those Slender Man moments where it was like over there and stuff like that. Oh, if there was a jump scare in this game, I would be fucking... I would just be out of it. It says she's there, but I don't see her there. Weird. Okay, so I think it's 3rd floor. 2nd floor?
Hey.
Hey Makoto.
Why?
Are you sure the documents are gone? I just believe you. Go and check.
Listen to me.
Hurry up, go. Make sure you don't run off. Make sure you don't run off. I'm going to wait here. Like she's so forceful. I thought she was mad at me against my...
Just a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up, going. Is she the same person? Come on, kid.
So then.
Just as I thought, counting on you. She's acting so rash without, like, us being it. First, we need to plug in a network cable. SQ7. Founded the network cable, right? Now we just have to connect Alter Ego. Please don't let this fucking be a setup to upload Alter Ego's like information to the school network. It'll better work and pull up the web, connect here, move forward. That should do now.
That's right.
I think it's working.
Leave it to me.
Just leave the rest. I swear I'll find something new. I might even be able to connect to the outside world if I can. I'll see if I can call for help. So please wait here for a while.
I'm gonna do my
Just
best.
hold on tight and have faith in me. I was about to leave. I just say to leave him with one last thing. And no matter what, you're going to get out of here. You and the rest of us as friends, even me. Thanks. Thanks, Makoto. I know I used such passion. Should probably hide her in like one side if you're guessing. How did it go? I went okay, but all the documents are gone, just like I told you. My reply was intentionally mix acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Then there's no doubt left for us.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Before I knew it, Kyuko walked away. She wasn't acting anymore. Then all was for sure. Kyoko?
What?
Yes. Why is she so aloof now? So you were just going to split up?
Why is that?
Of course, I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Oh, so cold. Maybe, it wasn't that little too direct. I should hesitate and fumble or something. You're so high maintenance. Oh, burn, man. That's... Sorry, I shouldn't do ums. It's bad for your, like, voice guessing. That's not what I meant. I just had more I want to talk about you. Like, are you going to do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However,
But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have their minds to listen. Then what should we do?
so
If we can find some new clues that might likely change the situation, that's all we can hope for right now. Which is why Alter Ego.
correct.
All we can do is wait and believe in our brains. You're right. That's our only option. I was part ways and headed back to my room. Not free time. I was kind of tired, so I laid down in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress, Alter Ego. But I was way more tired than I realized. Before long. No, we missed out on a period because we were tired. I completely dozed off. This feels freaky, huh? Ding dong. Sharp door banging ring sound. My sleepy haze and I pulled back into the real world. Don't kill me. Rattle.
Makoto.
Makoto, get out here. Kyoko, what's going
Indeed.
on? Hina just came to me and she was white as a ghost. It sounds like a murder, damn it. It sounds like something happened. What? That's the murder music. As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to get beat faster. Suddenly, I found myself wide awake. She said, "I supposed to come to the rec room. The rec room, let's hurry." She is white. Makoto, Kyoko. You know what's wrong. Something's not right. In the rec room, inside, there was a window on the rec room door, and I heard and looked inside. What did I see? Sakura. She was unconscious. She was sitting in the chair, like she was bowing her head.
Hey,
What's going on? Did you see? Did something happen to her?
huh?
I just walked past and I noticed her in the window. I couldn't open the door. I tried knocking and calling her name, but she won't reply. So what should we do? What's going
Anyway,
on? First of all, we need to get in that room. The door is locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating one of the rules. We're going to have to force our way in. What do you
Wrong.
do? The door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room doesn't have a lock. Why then?
it would seem
The door feels like it's pressed up against something inside. Is it a chair? A
in
chair?
other words,
Either way, the door's not locked, which means it's for us to rules don't apply. There's no problem in breaking in.
indeed.
Let's smash the window as fast as we can. We're going to get something to break right here. Inside the red room, Saya still hasn't moved an inch. She was unconscious, right? Is it okay? I'm Sakura, I'm good. Kyoko didn't reply, and then the silent moment. The silence didn't last long. Here, I found a broom. Inside class, use it.
Makoto.
You can handle it, right?
Please!
Come on, hurry. Send back. Second. I pulled the broom and swung on the handle and aimed directly at the window, and then took one solid hit. Rack. The window shattered into 100 pieces, shattered across the rec room. I stuck my hand through the window and started jolting the chair, leaning against the door. The chair was pretty heavy, but it just then. I pushed it with all my strength, and finally it broke off. It's a cool thing we didn't cut ourselves. Sakura, I ran up to her just to cut. The moments I laid my on hers. Felt it was cold as death. I could only feel the last lingering warmth of the living body. Life was abandoning Sakura's body. And then, ding dong. So this is the soul not before there being a dead body.
A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin!
This one, I don't have a good beat on. All-star apologies. I don't know who those people. So that's Hina, and that looks like Chino, I guess, but I'm not sure.
Sakura's.
Yeah, Sakura's dead, which is bad because she
Sakura's
was one of the biggest allies we had. Yep.
She's really dead?
I heard Hina talk, and then, but her eyes stayed going forward. I could only look on Sakura's dead body. It's hard because the door was closed by the chair, and that's Sakura's dead body. I wonder if they're gonna make it look like she committed suicide, but I wonder if that's the actual case. We don't have much time. It happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to instantly inspect Sakura's body, wondering, was she confiding Sakura really was dead? Checking the pulse and reacting. I mean, the monoclonal thing is generally death, so I have to go get them. I have to get the other ones. When Shake Lays, Hina left the rec room, and why did this happen? All I could say, I'm repeating them over and over. I need to examine Sakura's body. I stood there motionlessly behind her, and then she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. As we stood unable to do things, time just passed. And after I didn't know how long, I got everybody. What? Over? She's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed, I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
I heard the announcement just right now, so we know what that means.
Interesting.
Sakura was murdered by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say? No. Whoever killed her, it's just not someone in this room.
It's your fault!
It was one of Hiro, Hyako, Kyoko, ones who killed Sakura. What? You're accusing us before you've begun the investigation. I don't need to investigate anything. You hate her, you hate the sight of her.
Forgive you.
One of you did it, I know it. You know it? Geez, knowing your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out a little murder class.
The
Alright, the next murder class. Don't get so mad, Asami. Are you going to ruin this little Lloyd face duo? And then, what? Hold on. Something I want to ask you. It was you, wasn't it? You killed
Say
Sakura.
what?
Huh? Sakura wanted to challenge Mastermind to a duel, and maybe you and the
In other words,
Then I killed her. Sorry, not quite. I'm actually not even close. The whole thing was completely irrelevant now. Sakura came to the most regulable end without even getting a chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that. It saved me a lot of trouble having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no new feat to take down a behemoth like that.
hey,
I'm gonna tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she was violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her. So I don't know whoever was black is this time. I owe you one.
What is this?
You are the one? Oops. Before I get all this party at me, you better figure out who it is. Because your lives all depend on this one.
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one? I hate
him.
him. I hate this whole world. Hina, you're like super unstable. This is bad. Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working with Mastermind after all. How can you say that now? I'm sorry, I don't really have time to swim. The next game is already begun. If we want to get angry, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway.
Right now, our top priority is to uncover Sakura's killer. If we can do that, can't do that, we're all dead. Let's decide who's going to guard this one. I'll do it. Hina, I'm okay. I can just handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then Hina's guarding around. We need more than one. That's you, Kofa.
What?
Me? You're always the thorn in my side. This time, stand by and watch deliver that in order.
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stand by. Ah, fuck. Then we don't have Kyoko to help us with things. Then it's settled, then let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is... Hina, Byaku, Koto, none of you are allowed to step foot on the crime scene. Huh?
It's your fault!
One of you is the killed Sakura.
Forgive me.
I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are just as dangerous as yours. We have every right to acquainting. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one that killed Sakura near her. Even if it means I have to use force, I'm not gonna get. Further discussion is a waste of time. What's
It's all clear now.
I won't ask you to let us in, just let me. What? You don't really care, do you? Both of you really just... no, don't really care. I only spend my time coming up with a little London fancy and following my trainways. And you hear any of your real quick. If I was going to go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide. Why should I care?
It's all clear now.
And it's decided. It's nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. But,
Hey.
you have to find out who Sakura killer is. For those of us still alive, the honor of Sakura's memory. Don't correct me. I guess it's okay. No matter what, Byaku, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who wants to touch that filthy body?
Listen.
Enough fighting. We need to start to investigate to find out what happened. Everyone keep this in mind. We can't discover Sakura's killer.
Listen to me.
All of us face execution. Find out Sakura's killer, no matter what. The only hope we can do, if we want to survive, it's what we have to do. It's kind of hopeless. We have no choice but to do it. This is gonna be a hard one. I don't have a beat on like what could have happened in this one compared to the last one. The last one was it's so many things to take us in certain directions. But hopefully things will crop up. I better check them on the film before anything else. The victim was Sakura Gumi. Time of death was estimated around noon when we found the pachinko machine. Bodies found in the rec room on the 3rd floor. The evidence of the strong blow to the body's head. No injuries were there. However, it seems at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting. In this case, yeah, she was poisoned. There's no way you could beat her in a fight.
Hey.
She might have died from being struck in the head, but poison's really what caused it. I'm thinking in case of time is challenge. The only way in the rec room is the door we just came through, and the door was jammed shut with a chair from the inside, which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after the bombing of the door, and if it was blocked from the inside, there no way in or out, breaking the window. It's absolutely
In other
zero chance.
words.
In other words, this is a classic locked room. I guess you might see that kind of thing a lot in mystery novel or book. Anyway, so there must be a secret passage, but could it really have been in real life? Alright, before my very eyes like this.
Hey,
Are you curious to hear what the locked room murdered into? Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
Even if we break down the kinds of mysteries, there are 4 basic types. The first is a locked room is created after the crime is actually committed, which we don't know if that's true. This simply means the killer committed the crime. There's some special means of sealing the door, maybe. The means involves some sort of trick to get the door locked. Basically, approaches include a string, simple mechanisms, and a number of variations, but doing the door, the pure thing would be hard. So that we have to decide to check the door to see if there's something right.
Correct.
The second one is the door was already existed before the crime was committed, but how did they get out? Oh,
In other words.
basically the killer had some special contraption tool from outside of the target's victim. Maybe, like someone hit her on the head and poison her. I push a switch and fire a gun or through the gap in the door, something like that.
However,
But in this case, that doesn't quite fit. The guns and arrows and seal don't have any gaps left. I think it's probably cross list.
it's true.
The third is when the killer stays in the room until it's open. And what do you mean by
In
that?
other words.
They stay hidden, and when the door opens, they use a confused blend into the group. They pretend to show up like everyone else did. That sounds like it could have been maybe a
It's
possibility.
true.
The fourth and final type was it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked
In other
room.
words.
It means that there was an alternative escape route somewhere around in the room. Seen novels and things like that. Reality is generally not possible when it comes to.
Indeed.
Yes, I believe. When it comes to the locker room mysteries, those are all the basic. The 4th possibility. The other possibility is Sakura could have done the door and closed it herself when she was dying, but I don't know why she did that. So for which of these 4 mysteries seems to be more likely?
It's true.
Good question. Answering should be our primary focus in the trial. Right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up this room, I figured it out the truth behind Sakura's murder. Definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate on this investigative mystery. Sakura, if nothing else. Now, Sakura was drawing her last breath, slumped in front of the chair. Obviously, the evidence would blow to the head. Naturally, I would have a problem believing that killed her. According to the article, she was drawn with blood. There's creases on her lips. Ooh la la. So what would cause her? I'm pretty sure. I was sure it was poisoned the moment I saw her, though, because it's someone like her. Specifically, she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe she got hit in the head, somehow causing her to start blood going. Not a chance, Bianca.
That's fine.
However, your eyes land on most interesting location. Interesting.
Naturally.
More interesting, don't you agree? I don't think it's really called interesting. But it does make me wonder. This real reason Sakura was vomiting absolutely has to do with the connection to why she died. It looks like some kind of wrapper. What? Do you recognize it or not?
Well.
Yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. It was a candy wrapper. Sakura had the upset when she found out Genocide Jack was attacking me, right? After that, we left the nurse's office, and I gave it to her, and I thought I might help calm her down. Please don't let her have accidentally poisoned her. Oh my god, that would be the worst. So you gave her a candy. I found a big box in the warehouse. I was like them as soon as we got to the warehouse. I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. I really liked them so much. I just wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one herself. That's why I gave her it. Now they've lost all their flavor. Full of dark candies out of the bullet points. I think she was... Okay, this is the crime scene I see in my head right now. Okay. She put the chair... Sakura put the chair there to get some moments of peace and quiet. She ate the candy, she vomited her blood, and then one of these bottles hit her in the head, doing the fake death but not quite real one. It looks like some glass shards shattered from Sakura's chair. They're red like that on top of the bottom section of the bottle. It must be an ordinary bottle. Glass shards were added to the bullets. There's something else near the ground. It's a figure in the palm of my hand. It's a monochrome figure. Confused on what that one is about. There's 4 bottles lined up there. Inside you see this is a monochrome figure. Wonder what these figures inside the bottles are for.
So...
there's no difference in your standard ships in the bottle. Huh? Where did the bottle open smaller than what's placed inside the bottle? You've never seen it? Yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So the monochrome versions is monochrome bottle. Monochrome bottle. I feel like I finally started to make sense of things little by little. Monochrome bottle is sitting on itself. And monochrome figure on the ground. The shutter probably starts out as a bottle, which means Sakura must have been hit by a monochrome bottle, right? The glass shards evidence of that. I think it's safe to say the monochrome bottle was the weapon, not like the candy, I think, or something like that. Both stand in front of the magazines. It must come from Sakura, right? That makes sense. Why is it so far from where she died? I think she like sat down to peacefully die from poison, though, it feels like. Locker room open and there's something inside. And
Why?
what is Princess doing there? It looks like he touches the inside of the desk.
It's true.
It's quite fresh, so somebody inside the locker room just pours it down. Maybe the killer hid in there until the locker room opened, don't you think? During all the griefing, they popped out and joined the rest of us.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not possible. Why is that?
Hey.
Think back to the door opening and we looked inside. The locker room was already open at that point.
Indeed.
There's no way somebody can hide until it opens. So then, let's open the handprint. Anything we can get from the clock. 1 o'clock right now, and the month said it's roughly an hour ago, which means Kyoko and I we've been alter ego, so that's gonna make her alibi harder. Chemical tube, protein shake. This is some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance point.
So...
It looks like a protein shake, and inside, Sakura must have drank. Everyone knows how much she loves protein. Is this what killed her? Why is it so far over here? She must have mentioned it more than once. How protein is good for all the sorts of ailments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take it's hard, but if you were, I know. Still, the protein can be labeled chemical A2. Reminds me of our chemistry lab, all sorts of kind of healthy stuff. So she must have gotten it from the chemistry
Just a
lab.
second.
But how strange. How so?
Hey,
You can see a scratch around the hand. I don't see it. A shade of light blue glass. You may hurt the window real,
correct.
but they aren't scratched around the can underneath.
So,
I can't say yet, but it's probably going to be something I'm finding out. More importantly later. More importantly later. She was poisoned. Anything about this chair? The chair was shoved against the doorknob, so we couldn't open the door. There's no evidence that kind of springs mechanisms be used for something like that. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair was able to do anything. The door is the only one to the room right now. The door doesn't have any locks. There's no evidence of mounting tamper. More notably, the change to the door smashed window. What happened, of course, it wasn't. No evidence of any kind of springs or nothing like that. In other words, I don't have any suspicion of the door itself. After destroying both the door and the chair, no doubt the reason the door wasn't able to open was simply because the chair was shoved against it. It's been thrown up and turning, opening. There's no evidence that the door and chair would be tampered like that. What if there's a fifth way that we're not thinking of? The killer must have created a locked door room from inside and not from outside. The door rig. We'll talk to each of the people here in the public line. We already know who did it.
Forgive
Yeah,
me.
it's one of them. I don't like 1 and 3, those aren't good odd. They couldn't stand the sight of her. I agree with you, Hirina. Don't you, Monaco? Well, I don't want to say anything from sure without finding out more. Then I'll help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet her, and you know where? Right in here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left, right? Evidently she went off on her own, and when I saw her again after that, she told me she left a note on each of their doors, asking them to meet her in the rec room. And there better be evidence for this, or else it's really difficult for me to believe you. By noon, the Monochrome said she was already dead around. I'm telling the truth, I heard it right from Sakura herself. I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She wasn't. Said no, or not to worry. She was talking to them, and then that's when it happened. I stopped her by even force. This would never have happened. It's not impossible, or it's impossible not to regret, I know. Her account of the fact that she asked 3 of them to meet her. She asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time she ended up dying. That may be good to confirm what I heard from 3.
However,
But to see Sakura has already been killed. She's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
She certainly didn't, I would say. She's the ultimate martial artist, strong body, strong experience, strong mind, but the body can only take so much further. How would she be able to kill the upper hand on her? I wonder, did they get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise.
Certainly.
Certainly there would be need for some explanation. Any chance against her?
What?
What do you want? Please don't bother me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? You found out interesting. It's true then. I did receive the new effect, yes. But what fool does what it says? I'm being killed by that monster. So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped up the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byaku said I didn't see her. It's proof. Until I prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept
Come
it.
on.
I don't think he did it. By all fairness, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay then. Byaku again.
Listen.
Kocho, you finished with your general investigation. I think for the most part.
So then,
You should probably go talk to people with, I'm on Gardner
listen to me.
which is why I decided you're going to go in my place. Decided she pushed me, running the issue, and then continued back. Sakura went to meet the other two. I need to hear what they have to say. I think I'm gonna move on and call it apart. It's probably the other two went back to their rooms. So I'm gonna call it apart. It's been a long time today, and man, I'm just a little bit tired. Boop, boop, boop. Let's go with this one. So, you guys take care, don't poison your friends, and have a beautiful day.